There are a lot of fundamental skills to becoming a great Call of Duty player. By mastering these, you can drastically improve your gameplay and your statistics on the battlefield. The clip that I'm about to show you demonstrates a glimpse into all of those core aspects of a person's Call of Duty game. Understanding spawn manipulation, optimal movement and positioning, correct decision making, predicting opponent movement patterns, effective specialist usage, reading of the map flow and player positioning, analysing key power points on the map, understanding correct and incorrect decisions, selective gunfighting, best class setups, and much more. Join me as I take you inside my head. The rule of thumb for Team Deathmatch on evac is that the two teams will spawn on either end of the map. If your team are spread out like this that you'll see on the minimap, it generally means that the opposite team will be coming from the direction that your team is not. Because of the way our team's set up, I anticipate that they're going to be spawning or be in the general vicinity of the kitchen area of the map, which is directly opposite to the glass panels. A player not using blast suppressor jumps in the middle. I immediately check my mid-stairs and spot one man run past. In case he decides to come back or he caught a glimpse of me, I decide to preempt for a few seconds before moving forward. Once I see a red dot over on that side of the map, I expect the player flow movement to be through the middle of the map, generally down the zigzag staircase. I quickly check my left in case there is an opponent present sitting in that little corner or a shadow might portray itself on the wall. A red dot appears on the minimap and I see my opportunity strike. I check the staircase and I see an opponent, so I go for the kill. I also see a second player present, so I decided to be a little bit greedy and go for the second kill if I could get it. I have glitch in my back pocket in case I need an insurance to get out of there if I fail to pick up the kill. I boost forward in case someone is behind me and to give myself the best view of my opponent. Whilst challenging my second target, I'm tagged in the back by an opponent. Based on the objects obstructing my view down that corridor, I determine I have no more than 2 seconds to pick up this kill before needing to glitch out. Unfortunately, my few remaining shots don't do enough to secure the kill, and I have to glitch out to my starting position. A lot of public players will attempt to challenge situations that they don't have the advantage in. He must assume he's got some shots off on me and has the health advantage, and decides to peek in the direction of the glitch. I've had time to set myself up, and considering I have a weapon with a range advantage, it's an easy enough kill. In amongst all this, I've noticed a number of enemy players making noise on the gym side of the map, so I push out to the side to cut them off before the push to the glass panels can be made. As I move, I notice an opponent's movement due to the lack of blast suppressor on the minimap, and I spot him in mid-flight. I quickly identify the horrible position I'm in and elect to reposition myself. I hear the cry of the war machine and decide challenging that fight is not a good idea at all. I then run through the mid as it's the easiest way to lose my pursuing opponent, and my team are heavily populated around that area. This is an unfortunate sequence of events is about to partake. The pursuing opponent believes he's killed me as he blows my teammate up with the war machine. I decide to lay low, hoping my team will back me up quickly, and to their credit they do that and distract the pursuing enemy. However, a HCXD comes through the double doors and just about spots me in the corner and gets the kill on me. Just before I respawn, I spot a man in mid pushing through China Hall to our spawn. Off the respawn, my minimap tells me my teammates have covered the left and right hand side of the map. My only vulnerable spot is the middle. I also see that my team wave spawns on me, leading to an open map, so I need to be quick in gaining back that map presence. Initially, I approached this gunfight very poorly. I rushed to the spot so I could catch him out as quickly as I could, but put myself in a bad position. However, a superior class setup and reaction time helped me survive. There are 3 things that helped me become victorious in this outcome. Fast hands allowed me to aim faster after sprinting. Quick draw reduces the ADS time of my gun, and my jump actually manages to dodge the war machine entirely. I decided to go left and allow my team to push the middle if they like, as I can do more damage catching them out on a flank as the opponents are more than likely focusing on the middle. A UAV sweep picks up an enemy over at the glass panels, and my prediction is that he's sitting on the top, and it's a lethal spot to be in. There's a lot of cover if you can position yourself right. Using my thrust movement, I give myself the perfect opportunity to level the playing field as best as I can by boosting up and limiting his cover advantage, and I place myself right behind the block when I do eventually land. This action is purely to put shots into my opponent, not necessarily to land a lethal blow. By making him weak and uncomfortable, it makes my chances of killing him much better, as I have a good cover to finish him or allow myself time to reposition myself if he decides to regen his health instead. This is all a safety precaution, and in vain, as during the flight I spot his head in the water and position myself behind cover and wait for his inevitable push. As my team are shooting behind me and giving away their position, there's more than likely he's going to try and push it like a dinner bell going off. As this occurs on the minimap, I spot a player from my team spawn up on the gym side of the map and see my team have moved away from the helipad itself, so I assume the opponents to be spawning behind me. I quickly boost back to get a drop on anyone off the spawn and see my teammates sitting there. I chalk that up to me being wrong and go back to the glass panels expecting them to push from that direction. Because my teammate was sitting there and believing that I was in fact wrong about the spawns, I didn't notice his death because I was too busy focusing on the glass panels. As I decide to move forward, I hear a small bit of movement at the last second to my right and I sprint behind the box for cover but take a shot to the back. At this point, he has fired at me and I'm aware of his position. Because I've moved, he hasn't got a location on me, but can only assume I went forward behind the box. He knee slides, which I managed to hear in my headset, and tells me he's aggressively pushing this kill. I immediately stop dead in my tracks and boost back to dodge his pre-fire as he spots me momentarily. He puts a shot into me and the health advantage is with him, which I imagine he will look to push out and close out the kill. My best opportunity is to get close and personal. I can tell by hearing the gun he has is a man of war and I have the HVK, which has a dramatically better fire rate and can even up the disadvantage quickly. Having Afterburner on allows my boosts to reset quickly so I can knee slide towards him. He must expect me to stand still or be unable to quickly get away from the end of my boost, so he pushes me as I expected to. I decide to knee slide, remaining hidden from his vision. I catch him off guard and at the end I'm within touching distance from him. To extend the advantage as my knee slide is not far enough, I use my player's momentum to my advantage and jump, putting a space between me and him, and getting me uncontested shots at his back. He's unable to turn quickly enough, and because he's wasted bullets on me and my teammate prior, he blows his remaining ammunition and I pick up the kill. At this point I've made a lot of noise and a death skull will appear where I've just killed my opponent. A quick glimpse of my radar tells me the opponents are going to be spawning on the helipad, so I push myself into cover after I get that kill. I pop out for a glimpse and spot two players, and I quickly assess my priority target is the player boosting over to the AC platform. If I challenge the man in the elevator room, I'd be vulnerable to the opponent on the ACs boosting forward and catching me in a reload animation. I take the first guy out very quickly and expect the second to push to the yellow drums. I check the side instead of above in case he didn't move at all, and I tag him once. I guessed instead of predictably using the drums as a head glitch, he'd decide to push the side again to catch me out. I tag him once more. He reverts to the top and I grab the kill. I'm still expecting people to spawn in the helipad location or stragglers to be lurking and hearing my shots go off. They'll be attracted to the red dot on their minimap. I approach the corner for a third time, playing as if someone is already around that corner, and I manage to catch out an opponent and pick up a headshot. I spot an opportunity to push forward and block the spawns. I want to block the spawns because I'm vulnerable at this point in time by myself, and I'm working on kill streaks. If they keep spawning back there, I'm worried they'll eventually smarten up and pinch me in numbers and end my streak. We're also down by 5 kills at this point, so streaks could be vital to a comeback. I advance on, and as I do, I spot one more opponent coming out of the elevator doorway. At this point, I'm hoping that if he saw me, he's assuming I went to the AC side. So I quickly boost backwards, giving him an obscured vision of me and allows me that flexibility to get shots on him if he did jump onto that AC side of the map. Luckily for me, he barely noticed me and I pick up the easy kill. This is just an overview of what it's like when I play Call of Duty and all the elements that I put together in a single game to become successful. It's amazing how so much thought process can go into 1 minute of gameplay, isn't it? If you enjoyed and would like more of this stuff, maybe with more in-depth looks at certain core skills, smash the like button and leave a comment for me. Thank you for watching. I'll see you later. Peace out.